In this lonely ass world, it's getting colder. I'm not going nowhere if I cannot take my boat there. My mind was bred a little different, yeah, from my own past. If I see heat, why the fuck would I wanna go there? Mama, I make you smile. Mama, your little nigga came from wildin'. Mama, always got in trouble, I was shouted. Mama, now I'm staring at shit. Mama, I'm the pilot. Mama, if I want something, I'ma go get it. Mama, swim with the sharks, piranhas, and fishes. Mama, it's so hard down here, God is my witness. Mama, I know where I'm going. Mama, I'm a fan. It's hard not knowing who is really gonna be there for me. I wish you could be here to see me the day I start touring. Shit be on my mind every second when I'm not recording. I'm waking up conversating with the Lord every morning. I mistakenly took the wrong path, I had to rewind. I fumbled trying to move too fast, I had to keep trying. Growing up, I got in trouble, told myself to keep lying. So much stress be building up, swear I be needing me time.
Good morning to the DMV and the rest of the world. This is your girl Reese, aka better known as the best that ever did it, aka what's happening, y'all? And happy Memorial Day to y'all. Yes. And if you don't know, now you know. You should get this book, Shades of Blue by A.M. Morning. Look, it's Memorial Day. It's a good book to sit out on the veranda or the terrace or your patio or your balcony with a nice iced tea or lemonade and go through. Let me read some passages out this book for you. Oh, wait a minute. I can't see the words. Can y'all see these words? I can't see the words. But there's some powerful words, right? It's a good book. It's a good fictional, good book story. It's a period piece. You guys will love it. That's Shades of Blue by A.M. Morning. And I want to say happy Memorial Day to my friends and family. And welcome to the Morning Mac Show. And because I done messed around with my nonsense tail, I know it's Monday Madness, and I'm mad because I can't work my computer screen, and I can't get back, so I can't even see the people that's in the house, that's in the audience. Because I got it so big, and and I don't know what I did. Hey, Michelle. I see Michelle.
Hi.
At the top.
What's up, my family? What's going on?
Hey.
You look nice and rested.
Well, I'm getting there. My voice got to come back and everything. I found out what it was. It's a combination of allergies and night air with the cigarette smoke.
Right, I got the hint.
Not the weed smoke. I'm okay with the weed smoke. But for some reason, I cannot. It's like when I smell the cigarette smoke.
It's different. Yeah, no, I'll cut it out.
I don't know why.
I have to respect you and your lungs.
Well, I mean, with the window rolled down, that's too. But I got allergies and night air.
This time of the year, I think it might be extra hard on you.
It is. So if I go around wearing my mask looking like Darth Vader, everybody know, like, why is she all masked up? Everybody said COVID over. COVID is over, but for some people, but for other people, we have other issues. Right. This was before COVID with me, in order to breathe every springtime and sometimes I would have to mask up, especially during hay fever season or whatever.
Well, I'm going to add, COVID has gone away, but people who have immunocompromised systems, they're still here. So wear your mask, dear.
Yeah. So did you know that with everybody wearing this mask, it actually helped my allergies? Like when I'm going out in the store and everything, yes. It actually, I felt everybody was sicker. I felt better during that time when we had the mask and everything. And that's because I wasn't getting all the pollen spores and all that. And so I go outside and get in the house. And then when I come in the house, as soon as I get in the house, my air purifier goes up. It sounds like a vacuum cleaner go to try to get the toxins out the air. Like right now, you can't hear it. It sounds like a regular air conditioner. But as soon as I come in from outside, you could it goes off because it's pulling this pores or whatever.
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. You could see all the pollen on the cars down here. You can like write your name. You can write your name in pollen on your car.
You could make pollen angels instead of snow.
We can make pollen angels out there. You want to make pollen angels on my car tonight because I don't ever wash it?
No, I don't want to do that. Who else is in the house with us? Can you see?
I can see. We have Mr. Kenneth Clark this morning. He said, salute, RIP to all the fallen soldiers. That's right. Thank you, everyone who's I would say I feel a lot of those people who join the military do that selflessly for certain reasons, for reasons, because when I told my father when I was 18 that I wanted to run off and join the army, he laughed at me. Kenneth also said, what to do, Morning Max show. Molly said, what's up, family? We have Molly. He loves your book, Althea. Everybody's going to love your book once they get it. I know that to be true. And Molly said, what's up, Kenneth Clark? And we have Trey watching us.
Hey, Trey.
There's some people giving us love in the house this morning.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Molly got a new okay, before I get into that's gonna be funny. Let's talk about how was your weekend. Was your weekend good? Where's Louisa? Because I'm gonna try to contact her because she came out with us Friday. No, we was with the Phoenix Friday. It was the ladies' night. Was it ladies' night Friday?
Why didn't we ask Miss Sin this morning to kind of come on here? Because she likes talking about madness. I know that. We're gonna have to have her on for your Monday show, or you gotta have her on because this is Monday. It's off. I'm off.
You should have texted and say, Sin, jump on the
My brain ain't what she used to be. I'll text her now though.
Ooh. I get so excited, I got to slow myself down. Jump on the show.
Are you getting excited about talking about Miss Sin? Is that what happened?
No. No, Michelle. I'm getting excited about talking about everything being on the show and talking about the weekend that it was a packed full weekend. Yes, I'm telling y'all, Michelle be trying to kill somebody. You know I got 4 good nights to go out. Michelle be trying to go out 7 nights a week. I can't do it. I can't do it.
Oh, thanks, James. No, I'm not trying to go out 7 nights a week. I know you got to rest, honey. I know you got to rest. Excuse me. See, I probably need to rest too. That's why I'm still wearing my robe. But theoretically speaking, this is a theory that I've heard about being a stand-up comedian in the DMV. And again, I know this is Monday Madness and all, but I love this, and it doesn't help that I'm also an addict alcoholic, that when I'm having a good time, I'm like, wee, Skippy, let's do it again. And of course, Althea is now my best friend. So you actually tamed me. You tamed this beast.
What?
Yeah, you tamed this beast because in this area, they're telling you got to hustle. You got to go out at least 3, 4 nights a week, to be seen and to be heard. And again, you and me, I'm like, here we are. We're doing this every hour, Monday through Friday, everyone. There's my friend out there, Reese Cup. She's an author, podcaster, comedian. Oh, and a rapper. I'm putting rapper on your resume.
You're going to put rapper on my resume?
Have you not heard your own song, Dinner's Up, 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 Dinner's Up. 3-piece chicken wing leg and a thigh. Still can't get that part right. But dinner's up. Who's hungry? Althea McFarlane, everyone.
Big girl stay hungry. It's funny for someone that stay hungry. I don't eat all the time. People may think, oh yeah, she big girl, she eat all the time. But that's a false truth. We may snack or bite, but we don't be eating all the time like that. Like people think. Is my brother DJ Slicky Woo in the house?
I haven't seen him pop up yet, but James Stalin said good morning and hello to the Morning Max show.
Hey, James.
James also offered to wash my car for me. Thank you, James. And
Oh, that was
there's Trey
sweet.
going three pieces chicken leg, wing, and a thigh.
No,
Don't forget my
3-piece
biscuit and my
chicken.
fries on the side.
It's 3-piece chicken, breast, leg, and a thigh.
Oh, you like the breasts?
Breast, leg, and a thigh.
3-piece chicken, breast, leg,
and a
and a
thigh
thigh.
breast. Because you gotta be a breast man. I mean, you don't say that breast. You
No
know,
kidding,
breast,
you gotta
leg,
be a
and
breast
thigh.
man to be with you.
Huh?
I said, no kidding, you got to be a breast man to be with you. I've seen the things you can pull out of those things.
I unpacked them. That is very much so. That's very true. I don't know. Maybe I need to get in the contest, see who can pull more stuff out of you.
Ooh, I got one better. Althea. Guinness Book of World Records.
No, because I don't think my breast is big enough to go in the Guinness Book of World Record. Definitely not. No.
If you dream it, you can be it.
I don't want to get in the Guinness Book of World Record of pulling stuff out of my boobies. That's not, no, that's just, no, I don't want to do that. No.
That's not the legacy you want to leave behind to your son.
We're talking about today, we're going to be talking about today. Molly got some videos and we got some challenge for you guys to try to do. Before we got into the challenge, I was going to recap over the weekend the places that we perform, so to let them know when they want to see us or come out, stuff like that. We was at Sister Cigars in
Ladies
Way.
First.
I'm sorry, Ladies
First. That was
Cigar.
the name of the place. Yes.
Ladies First Cigars this Friday. It was Miss Sin was hosting, and we finally got the Blue Phoenix out to spread her wings. I wish she was on so she could tell you what kind of night she had. Oh, and Trey, Michelle accused me of trying to flirt with them men.
You were. No, you were.
Mm-hmm.
You were talking to. Now I have no lipstick on, so I can do it. So you're talking to the guy behind the cash register that we're talking to, and you're asking where he went to high school, and he tells you, and you go like this out there. You ready? You ready for what you do? You're like. Like you almost wanted to lick your lips when he.
I mean, I did like that. That's what you're talking about. That's popping your lips, baby. That's popping. Will somebody tell Michelle?
You started popping your lips at this gentleman. That's what you started doing.
Because you know how somebody told me like, I was getting in character, honey. I'm like, you know.
I'm sorry, I confused that.
And she thought I was going mwah, like I'm a mwah. No. If you see a guy and you like him, a girl lick her tongue like this, like some kind of way, like
your tongue almost slipped out. I thought your tongue was coming out.
And they do crap like that, or their lips go. Yeah. That's when you talk with your lips.
It was a fun spot, though. You did great.
Thank you. You did too. When I wanted to say we're doing her dance. Michelle's crazy. Everybody know this. So Wednesday we were at. Where did we go Wednesday? We went to. We was in Virginia on Wednesday.
It'll come to me. Give me a minute.
We were at. She took me to Virginia.
I know the answer to this. Where did we go?
On Wednesday.
I can look it up. Hang on. Because I know what we
got an itinerary.
Well, I'd go back and look at our video. Oh no, Wednesday, Thursday we went to
no.
Oh, I know. Wednesday we did Broken Mike at Trustees. There you go. I had to think about the date for a minute.
Broken Mike and Trustees in DC on Wednesday. Brandon Moore got us on that. That was fun room.
Mm-hmm.
I think I was the only black girl in the room. So
yeah, you had a smoked sausage for dinner. I was so proud of you. You had a half smoked.
I had a glizzy, y'all.
You had a glizzy.
Well, they say glizzy is a hot dog. If it's a half smoke, is it called a half glizzy?
Glizzy doesn't sound like anything I want to be eating. Glizzy is not something I want to put near my mouth.
What Trey say? I do be sick or slick?
Yeah, he said you do be slick, ma. And then the next comment, the glizzy gobbler. Althea's the glizzy gobbler. Watch out.
The best that ever did it. If you want your glizzy gobbled, just make sure it's cooked well done.
Just
I like
DM out the.
I like the glizzy on a grill. I like my hot dog with some burn on it. So you know.
Oh, you know what? So do I actually. So do I. That's so weird.
I
That's
like
the
the
only
burnt
way
hot
I'll eat a hot
dog.
dog. If it's like it's got to be like I don't like my hamburgers well done. You give me that hockey puck, I'm flinging it at your head. But a hot dog, I'm okay with it being a little well done. I don't know why.
Now hamburger, I don't want to see any pink meat or any blood. That grosses me out. I like it medium well, where I don't have to see no.
I know it's not Freaky Friday, but I'm not surprised by that comment.
Why no pink meat? Ew, no. Who want a red done hamburger? That first of all, I've got to pull away from eating beef. Period, because of the slime and the stuff what they're doing processing the food. I saw a documentary and how they get the hamburger ready for hamburger, and I'm like, damn, food ain't food anymore. That's why people are getting sick. They doing everything to it.
It's you got to question what you eat. You really got to question and be a consumer when it comes to putting things in your body, and food is included in this now. And again, I'm only saying this because I know people who are in the business. They're honest people. They're committed to growing healthy food. You know why? Because these are families who's growing the food for their family, their community, and other people. So I may interject and say possibly corporations may be doing something. That's madness, I know. But again, I mean, at its basic core, we do. That's the crazy thing when it comes to food. Like, I don't want to eat it. It's expensive, but I need it to live.
Yeah. Molly, what video challenge? Molly said he got a challenge for us.
I'm ready for a challenge this morning.
I'm ready for the
What
challenge.
it do? What it do?
There go my handsome little brother. Hey.
What's up with y'all, family? Michelle.
Look at my teacup.
What's up, Trey Money? Kenny. Who else
Hey,
we got
Trey.
in here? James in here.
Louise.
James said he trying to wash a car today.
I think people are still waking up.
So they still waking. We speaking on food. I just basically going off what y'all talking about. You know, we speaking on food. I got some food things. I heard you talking about you love them glizzies, Reese.
Yeah, I like him well on the grill.
She likes well done glizzies.
And you seen the process on how they make glizzies, right?
I haven't seen that yet.
Don't watch it.
If you don't like how they make the burgers, then you definitely ain't gonna like how they make the glizzies.
There's a saying. There's a saying up in New York. Everybody loves the sausage, but nobody wants to see how it's made. Let's do it.
Nah, I ain't gonna do that to y'all. Y'all whole cookout experience today gonna be bad. But it's just some food.
Memorial Day all over the world. Oh wow.
Yeah.
It's
can't do that.
Yeah,
can't do
Memorial
that.
Day all over the world.
They're gonna be like, don't put that on the grill. Put a carrot on the grill.
Carrots.
That's banned. What up?
Good morning. Yeah, Trey said it's nasty watching them make glizzies. James, good morning. Yeah, so funny talking about half smokes and hot dogs. Yeah, we could turn anything into a funny thing. It's maybe sometimes nasty.
But you know, when we were kids at the cookout, that's all they gave us. They wasn't giving us the ribs and the chicken. They gave the kids the hot dogs and the hamburgers. Glizzies. Did we ask for that?
No, but who really wants a glizzy? Do people ask for glizzies?
I mean, kids. I mean, when you think about it, every time you make a kid's plate at the cookout, you put the potato salad on there, give them a dab of this, and some baked beans, get a piece of corn, and a hot dog. And then some kid like, Mom, I don't want a hot dog, I want a hamburger.
Yeah.
But as a kid growing up, I don't ever remember getting to get a piece of rib until I got old enough.
Were you a picky eater?
But kids and stuff you introduce. My mama didn't put no rib on my plate when I was a kid to say, here, eat this. I got a hot dog. I mean, all the kids did, though. We all had hot dogs and chips and our little juice. Am I lying? We would run around. Do you remember you a kid, Molly, when you was little? Then they had them little huggies. We get our hot dogs. Hey, Trey.
Hi.
What's up, y'all?
Good morning.
When you was you was a little boy at the cookout tray.
Good. You said what about glizzies, ma? What did you say?
No, I said the kids. That's what they give us when we was kids. They didn't like put ribs or chicken on our plate when the adults picked the plate.
Nah, you probably got a little bit of maybe a little bag of chips, a huggy or two. You know, maybe if you wasn't greedy, probably got two.
With some ketchup right there.
You better enjoy that.
I was the mustard girl.
So that was enough.
And we had back then. I mean, y'all probably don't know this, but I remember when us potato chips came in the big box. It was a box. They used to be at the top of the shelf.
You talking about the joint that got like 50 of them in there, and they got rows of them?
No, it wasn't no bags. It was just one big old giant box, and it only came in plain. I'm like, I want the barbecue, and they don't have that.
There's a box of chips.
Cookouts, you get the big giant box, and they fix your plate. They be putting chips on your plate, and here, take this plate. We didn't get our own little individual bags to act like I got up older, but back when I was little.
That wasn't my experience.
Yeah.
It wasn't my experience as a kid. My experience as a kid, that's the nice thing about having Catholic parents and Catholic grandmothers that feel guilty when the child starts throwing themselves on the floor because they don't want to eat the hot dog. No! I hated hot dogs when I was a kid. Hated it. So then when I would do that, they'd say, "Okay, Michelle, what do you want?" And I'd go pick what I want from the table.
So what did you like to eat when you went to cookouts? Because if I didn't get a hot dog and a hamburger, I didn't know what to do, especially some beans or some potato salad.
Macaroni and cheese. That's all I wanted to eat. And don't laugh at me. I'm not making this up. If there was fried chicken, I was eating macaroni and cheese. And I loved that. Vanilla ice cream. That was the only thing.
The chicken is a general thing. Everyone's welcome to the chicken. It's not.
I loved it when I was a kid. Asked my mother. That was the only thing
I would
eat.
I know every black people, every cookout had fried chicken at it and macaroni and cheese. But it's funny. We call it a cookout and still eating food from the kitchen. You want cooking chicken on the grill? We always go to the fried chicken. You're right. Somebody bring the fried chicken. My grandma put that chicken on that table. And I guess that's for people who don't like the barbecue. But they used to eat it all.
Give me a cheeseburger. I'll eat a cheeseburger all day, every day.
We grilled our shit. We grilled chicken. It's a cookout.
We grilled our chicken. We
have both.
Look, I'm telling y'all, my Aunt Ann out there watching, and I can't wait till she come up here or we get a bus to go down there, pack it up. I want all y'all to come, and you're going to see how we throw down McFarland down North Carolina. You name it, she is cooking it. She used to do the biggest cookout. DJ Widebody used to come around the holidays, so she'd give a big cookout, and everybody, family, friends, they used to come. My aunt would have stir fry on the grill. She would have fried fish. I kid you not, hot dogs, hamburger, hand smokes, chicken, ribs, steak, and pork chop. One time, Pee Wee came and he made the curry chicken. What island that? He know how our family get down. What Alan?
That's like itis to me. I'd have been asleep.
Alan, wait, you
out there frying the fish outside and everything. And they had the DJ play. My aunt would throw down. She tell you, don't bring nothing but yourself because we gonna have a good time. I love my aunt, and I listen. She asked Alan. They knew how to freaking party.
And then you got older around I say around.
Before they left to go down North Carolina.
Nah, I'm saying when you got older and you got around adults, I think it was probably around 7:45. People start taking their kids home and all that. That's when it started to kick up. And the adult side come out, the liquor come out, forget all the Huggies and all that, all the little chip bags. Now the Ciroc and the Hennessy and all that stuff. That's when they'll be in. Now I'm older. I feel like I'm in a elite club or something.
She's like, go put them kids go down. The kids go down. And they were still drinking all through the cookout. You know, the drink be over there by the grill because the men be having a drink at a cooler. That cooler right there beside
around the grill talking.
It would be filled with liquor, Hennessy, beer, and everything. That's because he on the grill sweating. He be like, go in there and get me a bit. Go in there and get me this. I miss it. Oh, man.
It's hard work grilling hot dogs and hamburgers.
No, they would grill hot dogs, hamburger, pork chops, ribs. We would have everything.
Yeah,
every
hot dogs and hamburgers was the base of the hot dogs and hamburgers was the base of everything. You had corn and all that, type of.
I love corn.
They go to BK Miller's. and get the boxes of hand smokes. It will have everything. And for the kids, they get the Huggies. For the adults, we get the sodas.
The Huggies.
Hey, do y'all remember Murray's? Y'all remember Murray's?
Yes, we do.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
we do.
I miss Murray's. If I can get some like cookout food or whatever, even the little patties in the box, the black box, you know, everything Murray's was like pretty much black, labeled, and then it had, if I can get some Murray's, anything.
They was called cube steaks. Their hamburgers are called cube steaks.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why they had the little slits in it, but that was the only that other hamburger stuff wasn't their hamburger. You could get onion burger, pizza burger. Murray's had the fried fish patty.
I love pizza burgers.
And they French fries. Burgers. Oh, I used to love. You go to Murray's. I used to go to Murray's for different things. And their hand smokes was in a blue box called Smoky Sweets. I'm like, the one that you had to cut off. It came in a little link thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That reminds. Oh, I'm fat. I'm just
sounds delicious. You're making me hungry. I'm gonna have to run upstairs now and go get a snack.
But the only thing I did not like from Murray's was that damn peanut butter.
What was wrong with that peanut butter?
It was
I haven't been down as far as getting the peanut butter. I don't remember in my mind having the Murray's like peanut butter.
It was
before.
a big ass yellow tub, looked like a 5-gallon tub with a writing on it, just said peanut butter and a little smiley kind of face with a red top.
It just say peanut butter.
Just peanut butter.
Oh,
peanut butter. And my grandmother loved that. And I was like, I don't like that. So my granddaddy was like me. My grandfather did the shopping. And my grandmother would tell him, wait, get the peanut butter. Granddaddy would come back with some Jif. He'd get her peanut butter. He said, this for me and Reese. He would give me
that Jif.
Jif tastes like. We tried Skippy. I miss my granddaddy. We had Peter Pan. I was eating Peter Pan peanut butter, y'all.
I think the red top kind.
I gotta go get a snack. I'll be right back. You made me hungry.
Look, Peter Pan, Jif, and Skippy.
They about to get some coffee or something. But go ahead. What was you saying?
My granddaddy said, you eat your 5-gallon peanut butter. She was like, wait, you pay all that money for that little ass job peanut butter? You could have got this. Granddaddy was like, I pay what I want to get. I went to the store. But he will always give my grandmother what she requests off that list. And it'd be a big ass bucket. Yes.
Yeah.
It'd be big. And it said peanut butter on it. It'd be yellow with the red top. Murray's Steakhouse. I used to hate that. My aunt and them, my uncles, they would go in there and take a spoon and dip this peanut butter and eat it off a spoon like it was a peanut butter pop or something.
Yeah, I've seen people do that.
I don't like that. It was just dry. I'm like, granddaddy, I don't want that, granddaddy.
That was like for being good. We got that. A big spoon.
And the little,
like, please, get you a spoon. Take your time too. Don't try to eat it all too fast.
Don't try to eat it all. Your ass will be backed up, constipated.
No, you be backed up with an empty spoon for another thing.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I didn't care. My granddaddy was shoot. And my grandfather used to make the best everything. I'm a granddaddy's girl. I'm a daddy's girl. I don't care.
And you think do that throw shots at us? Because I think of that all the time. Like the cookouts was better when we was young. So it's like why the cookouts ain't lit for the kids today?
Oh my God! Because the parent because everybody goes straight to drinking. It's not even hiding it no more. It ain't no separate event. It ain't no. At nighttime, the tikis get lit, the little tiki torches get lit and shit. And then the music really get rolling. Now it's like we start off with everybody walking up to the joint at, midday or whatever. And they, y'all gotta look at bottles out and all that. It ain't the same. It ain't a warm up to when it's time for the kids go home and wind down, go to sleep, go in the house. It ain't we just go straight there. Everybody got bottles. Who got some, it's dry.
And because we don't play with the kids no more. The kids running around. We used to play dodgeball. They would get out there and show us
kickball.
Oh, we love family kickball.
Red Rover.
Baseball. And the girls be getting the jump rope. Don't you know now coming up, they don't know about double dutch.
I don't see like chalk on the sidewalk no more.
Nope.
I be like looking down and I'm like,
I see chalk. It be niggas laid out though. That's the only chalk I see.
Hey Molly, what you say?
Why did I feel like somebody was gonna say that? Golly,
we used to use a
We're talking
rock.
about a family
Right.
cookout.
We would pick up a rock and draw on the ground with a rock.
Wow.
Hopscotch board.
That's
I
a
did
lot
that.
of. You know how many times you gotta keep scraping the
Oh,
rock
yeah.
and keep one
Yeah.
line.
Do we get the right kind of rock and we get on the blacktop? You could draw.
Yeah. You can draw on the
Yeah.
black.
Yes, you can. We would get
Yeah.
a rock to draw our hopscotch board. It
Yes.
just look
We
raggedy
did.
in the mud, but we made it big enough for our little feet.
Nah,
But I'm
we
not even
used to wait
surprised
till-
though. Oh, go ahead,
Right.
Molly. My bad.
Nah, I'm about to say we just wait till they wet the cement. We come, man. That was the best thing ever. To this day, I still see my name on some shit. You know, I be like, damn, we was young, but we used to really couldn't wait to put our footprint down or write our name into it, let it dry up. And they used to be pissed off because sometimes they come back and try to redo it. And we just keep doing.
And you go back.
Like you in our neighborhood, we got our neighborhood name everywhere around this joint.
Yeah.
So that was the
Yeah.
favorite part about when
It
right
ain't never gonna go nowhere.
Where I live.
Until they redo it again.
Phoenix.
Good morning.
Hey
Phoenix.
y'all, how are you?
That's good.
Good. How you?
Okay.
Even the
I'm
energy
good.
on this joint.
Huh? Oh,
How
you
you
zoom
doing,
in.
beautiful?
I'm good.
He always, he always put this
I
right
know. I'm good. I was cutting my hair
That's
and,
what she said.
and shaving and good stuff, but
Ain't nothing
We
wrong
was
with that.
telling them that you came out with us Friday.
That look like y'all
yeah,
had
it was
fun.
really good. It was really nice.
That
I
look like y'all
was
had fun.
cracking up all night. Y'all just so crazy, but it
DJ
was
Slicky Woo
good.
Boo, what's up? He finally
Hey,
in the
Slicky.
joint. Woo Boo
Hey.
finally came in.
We were talking about Memorial Day and the cookouts and how it's not the same when you growing up. Do you remember? I'm gonna ask Phoenix the question. Do you remember as a kid at the cookout what would be on your plate when they say fix your plate? Let me hear it from you, Phoenix. What would
For the
be
most
on your
part, when I
plate?
was younger, my mom and them would make our plate, so they always put a hot dog, or some chips, some baked beans.
Yes.
We always had potato salad, so they'll give us potato salad and
Yeah.
stuff like that. But they wouldn't give you the grown-up food like the ribs and the
Thank you.
chicken. You might get a burger if you was a little bit older, but the younger kids got the hot dog,
Hot dog.
Yeah.
We
the
didn't
chicken, the ribs, all that stuff is for the adults
Right.
and probably the older teenagers. But yeah,
Yeah, you
and
might have found that though. It's crazy. Everybody like live the same type of.
because
No.
back then you notice we wasn't around to tell them what we wanted. My grandmother say, "Okay, y'all make y'all kids plate." So the adults would make the kids plate.
yeah.
And it wasn't like what you want. Oh, give me this.
No,
When they made the plate,
because they
this is what you
knew we
want.
were going to waste the food, and they're like,
Yeah.
all you're gonna be doing is running around playing. You're not going to eat. You better sit here and eat, or you're gonna be hungry later because I'm not cooking. And you know,
But what the hell was that back then when we didn't need to eat? What the hell was that when I'm running around for 7, 8
Childhood.
hours,
Oh, I know.
12
Childhood.
hours? I
Yeah.
had one chip and one sip of something to
Right,
drink. And
one
that's
sip of
because
that
somebody made me do both.
yeah, that's all it was. It's that energy. You're outside, and the thing is, we got to understand when we're younger, we're connected more so to nature and to the spiritual realm. So we
Yeah,
don't need food. And
So,
all you are outside. I'm like, when I'm outside of nature, I don't need to eat either. I don't even think about it. So
I
I
know
think that's what we need to do. Get back outside. But shoot, I wouldn't mind no potato salad right about now.
Wait a minute.
yeah.
When we was
I can
outside,
have a
we
little
was
beans.
saying
I'm
the
about to go
berry
upstairs and
bushes
get
up
something together.
and get them
That's
things,
it.
the flowers off the flowers.
Oh, the honeysuckles.
Honeysuckles.
The honeysuckles,
The
yeah.
honeysuckles off the tree, and we were
Yeah.
tearing the berry trees up and some fruit trees. So we was running around, and that was part of our running around.
We was eating nature.
We was
We
like
were
the
eating
lost
nature.
boys of Peter Pan, pillaging and foraging in the forest. Like, oh, these berries, don't let them.
But you know
I
what?
used to have a bunch that used to go right here. I used to have a
The
bunch of
honeysuckles?
that used to go
The
right
Yeah,
here.
do y'all notice that? I was just getting ready to say, Trey, do y'all notice that they're not really here? And when
The
you see
bees
them, they
aren't
don't
here like
have
that.
a strong
They're not the
smell.
same.
If you go out into the mountains, when I went to West Virginia a couple of weeks ago
Yeah.
to Harper's Ferry, and we were walking the
Oh, I
trail,
love it.
and you could smell the honeysuckles from way down the trail. I was like, oh, they smell like
They had
They
honeysuckles.
have it like
honeysuckles.
all over the tourist area.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
But
where
see,
got
they
the
don't
black-
spray it. They don't do the pesticide. They don't do all of that. So it's
Pretty.
natural.
It's
Oh
so
my gosh,
pretty.
it smells so
Althea,
good.
we got to take you to Hoppus
Yeah.
Ferry so we can go
No.
tubing. We're gonna.
No,
Tubing. I'm
I'm
gonna take you to
going to tubing. That's the only
What?
thing I'm doing is tubbing. I ain't doing.
Yeah, we went
I
hiking. We
know
went
walk
up the
them
mountain.
big-ass hills, though. I know you don't want to walk up the big ass hills in Hobbinsburg. I know you don't
What you
want to
say,
do all that.
Trey?
I said she don't want to go and walk up them damn hills in Hobbinsburg. Them
Oh
big
yeah, we
ass
went up.
hills.
We went up the mountain. We went actually
Yeah,
up the mountain,
yeah,
and
because
boy, it was. Woo! And I've hiked before, so it was cool for me. Of course, I was a little
it was
tired,
something
but I
from
kept going.
my
But I took my children with me, and that was a whole different story. Them girls was whining the whole time. My son was whining a little bit, but he kept going. He made it to the top.
And what
And them
about your
girls,
sassy
yeah.
daughter? What about your little sassy daughter?
Oh Lord, she was fussing the whole. Why are you letting me do this? I'm tired. When are we going to eat lunch? If the whole time I said, you get up this mountain, you can eat and sit down and chill out. We made it maybe 3/4 of the way with the girls, and I ended up having to turn around, and I let my son go forward with my brother and stuff, and he made it to the top, and he took pictures. I was so proud of him.
I know
But them
like a
daggone
victory
girls.
thing. I know that was like a little victory thing for him.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it in the
chat.
chat. I'm gonna put it in the chat so y'all
Yeah,
see.
Ethan is turning into a fine young man.
What's wrong with these kids?
Layla is a good girl. Layla's gonna be. It's gonna be. I can't wait till Layla gets 16.
After meeting her, you and me both.
She got a lot of wheezy in her.
She's the cutest thing.
Who, Layla?
She's the cutest thing.
No, Layla, I wasn't. Well, I can't even say that. I did have a lot to say, but I didn't get a chance to say it. I give them the space to express themselves, and sometimes I be questioning that. They express themselves too much.
Look, we didn't get the space. We couldn't say, damn. So we had to give our children, say, express yourself, say how you feel, because we couldn't. But sometimes when we do that, are we opening Pandora's box? Do we really want them to express themselves? Well, they will really go there.
Yeah, they will, but then you have to teach them how to express themselves in respect.
Yes.
And at the tone. So Layla, we're working on that because Miss Thing will blah 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 blah, And with my other kids, my younger two, I'm working on that with that. Yeah, I don't care if she's a baby. She don't get no pass.
I was really hoping the rainbow bracelet was going to keep her on a rainbow sunshiny path.
No, but because her brother got the other one, she had to. It's a brother. He's the big brother, so she needs to get on his nerves and take everything he has. And he's like, no, you pick that one. And that's what you're going to get. And she's like, no, I want that one. I could only imagine the conversation. Well, you know what? They probably didn't even do all that with their daddy. No. They probably forgot about the bracelets and put them in the bag and went on about the business.
Yeah. I like that he picked the pineapple, though.
I bet you do, Michelle. I bet you do.
SpongeBob. He said he likes SpongeBob.
He's a cool kid.
All of her children are cool. I had a pleasure to meet them all. They unique and different in their own way. I love all her kids. I mean, I love kids, period. But
I think like the only one you have not met is my oldest. I think that's the only one you haven't met. Yeah.
I met all the girls. Which I don't want to say I have a favorite girl, but I do.
She does. But then she doesn't act like it, Lonnie. She doesn't act like it though, because when they all around, she treat them all the same. But she does.
Lonnie, I can see Lonnie be the type I can get in the kitchen, I cook with her and make some food with her. And Naya, I go shopping with her. I tell Naya, tell me what to put on. Naya is my fashion guru. She's in the know. That's the oldest one. Okay, Lonnie is the one that they want to know what you doing, how you make that tastes good. I can get in the cook.
She want to know how to do it, but she doesn't want to do it.
And then
so she want to watch you do it, and then she want to eat.
But she's still fun. And then Layla, when I want to run around and blow bubbles, and Layla would be the one that I say, let's jump rope, teach her how to do double dutch, or teach her how to do hops. You got to keep her busy. I would say, because I had my niece Brooklyn was like that when she was high energy. Take them roller skate and take them places just to keep that little girl busy, because she busy.
That's what I said, I got all types of stuff in here.
Fashionista, Naya, hook it up, because Naya's cute and she got the little flair fashion stuff. I love that. And Layla, she was like, okay, we're going to figure this out. Like, how you say,
Layla is the boss. Layla is the one that, when I had the first tea party, by the way, you guys, I have a tea party coming up June 17th. When I had the first tea party, she was walking around trying to get people to go upstairs on the roof. We have a rooftop. Come on upstairs. I'm going to show you. Come on, she wants to take over the party.
She wanted to be the queen bee of your party.
That's Layla. That's Layla.
That's
At least you
funny.
ain't got to worry about her being antisocial and stuff like these kids are now, because these kids don't want to talk. They don't know how to speak.
That's
So at least
that's
she's
Lonnie.
doing
That's my
that.
daughter. Yeah.
Yeah. give her
I
that
love
time.
all the kids, and Ethan is a gentleman.
Yeah.
He really is. Poor thing in
you
between
know,
all them
he's
crazy
a good
girls.
boy. Remind me of Tyree.
Were we supposed to be watching some kind of video?
Yes. Molly, give us the challenge.
You tired of hearing about this shit?
We got off on cookout and kids. And
Yeah, I
everything.
basically shit clips based on what we talk about, but you know we've been off of what I was saying.
Oh no, but I want to get back to the challenge because look,
This one got her hot, I think.
Nah, I know it was Monday
Always making
Madness.
something sexual.
it's
Please.
Monday. I want to see about the rip the bag off the people. That one.
This
Oh
is
my God! When
Gotta
the girl
do
was
it.
getting off the
Too
prom,
much.
and he tore the bag from her. She came out like a present. As he ripped the plastic bag off of her.
That ain't no present. What they're doing?
Yeah,
Nah,
they
I
doing
get
this
it's more of a troll, but it's like it's I get what they're trying to do with
Yeah,
TikTok.
I get it.
We got to come up with a TikTok challenge, y'all.
Darwin is working on TikTok, even on TikTok.
Who's
As long as it
Darwin?
doesn't involve
don't know
me
who Darwin
possibly
is?
being injured, I'm good.
Right.
The comic
I ain't
book
fucking
guy,
with something.
Darwin.
Darwin.
The second dude said he almost killed himself, but he was joking though.
Natural
So they
selection
got
out
on
there.
He breathed the bag in.
Oh yeah.
Rip me out the plastic, I been acting brand new. Bitches acting like they running shit, they really ran through. Rip me out the plastic, I been acting brand new. Bitches acting like they running shit, they really ran through.
Everybody doing this.
Rip me out the plastic, I been acting brand new. Bitches acting like they running shit, they really ran through.
You get trapped in
I
the
see
bag.
y'all doing
Ripping
that
out the
shit.
trash bags. That ain't. See, first of all, if you're going to do
Trapped in
that
the
challenge,
closet.
you need to do the plastic that they give you at the cleaners, because that shit rip out
Right,
anything.
right.
You know,
Not
that's
them
the
Force
plastic.
Flex bags. Them Force Flex
Not-
bags made to stretch.
Not the
Man, you come
free
up there
fly
trying to get out
plastic.
them things.
He ain't getting out of this.
Whippy. You got the Glad plastic bag.
Whippy.
Look, and there's a trash bag. Then who
Yes.
gonna rip somebody out the damn trash bag? No, they need to.
I want to know what the hell wrong with these kids out here. Why is we in trash
Look at
bags?
that. Rip me
What,
out the plastic.
what challenge
Look,
is this?
look
Are
at
we in trash
It's
bags?
gonna get
He ripped her
whiplash.
hand.
So
He
the
was trying
rip
to
me out
pull
the
it in.
bag challenge. It's from
I mean,
that
I
song.
seen the joint. I seen one that was kind of dope. You know, the girl was getting out of prom, so she got ripped out of the bag, and she was in her like nice prom dress or whatever. But we in trash bags like
Look at
that.
these people.
These kids are lying.
You know, it remind me of when we come in, we was like busting through the paper. It was a big deal. You remember how you used to tear through the paper?
Yes,
And
that's
the
safe.
football team would come out and stuff.
Oh, I
Or
remember that.
whatever.
Yeah, I remember that.
Now, and now unless you got some strong paper and they couldn't.
Couldn't all the time.
So who put this cardboard? It's supposed to be paper. This
me
cardboard.
Hey, Slicky Woo Boo said they're gonna kill themselves. Damn right. That's what I'm talking about. Why we in trash bags? It was a health hazard when we was young. Now we getting older.
really
Now we
is.
jumping in them.
Right.
What's going
I got
on?
a whooping for putting the bag over my sister's
Right.
head.
Man, I'm telling you.
Put
Oh my
warnings on them
God.
that the plastic bags could cause suffocation.
When I did it, I knew what I was doing.
That's why I got the whooping.
Put the
I
bag
took
on
that
your head.
grocery bag and went over her head. I said, yes. You know, okay, Bray, I got a whooping. I'm like, all she had to do was rip the plastic.
There's got to be a better way to prove you're suffocating.
I was one of them kids I knew got a whooping almost every day
Kids
for something that I
retarded.
did or didn't do.
Craziness.
I told you I see stuff and I would experiment.
I
You
love
know, I
you.
read the books, I see it, and I would go do it.
First of all, I know now one of mine better do a trash bags cost too much be playing in, okay? I
be
better not catch
playing
now one of them
in.
in my daggone trash bags.
No, it wasn't
That's all I'm
trash, it was
saying.
a plastic grocery bag. But you know,
No, I'm talking about now because they using bags. They better not be going up in my kitchen
Yeah,
and
you
getting no
get
bags.
trash bags, everything.
Man, they gonna get your Force Flex bags for a challenge. You're gonna be highly upset.
No, they gonna be out of there. They
Not the
gonna
one
be
that
out
dropped
of
the
jail.
extra dime on shit.
They like supposed to rip me out the plastic, and then
Right.
they get them steel plastic bags, them industrial ones.
Oh,
They
no.
never getting out of there.
Them carpenter
Yeah,
bags.
the
they
heavy
gonna
duty
get out of
ones.
that
Oh
shit.
God.
Behind them carpenter bags.
We did stupid stuff. Anybody ever get stuck in the refrigerator? I mean, they always tell you don't
I've
play in
been
the
it, yeah.
refrigerator.
I've been in it.
No,
How can you get
no.
stuck in the refrigerator? Just
Stop.
push it open.
Everybody stop. What
Yeah,
we
but
talking
you get
about?
scared.
No.
No.
Kids. You know, we had a refrigerator on my grandfather had a refrigerator.
An ice box? Was it an ice box?
So it
It's
was
an
one
ice
of the refrigerator with the door like this. You open it. It wasn't like the regular handle. The handle come down.
It was a very old school
It was
refrigerator. It was the
old-
metal.
I did
This
that.
yeah.
I did that too. Same one. Same kind of my
And we-
grandfather's house.
And we took the racks out the refrigerator and put them on cinder blocks because we was cooking out. And we put we took the racks out the refrigerator and we was going to grill. Yes, we did. Making a grill in the
Oh
backyard by the
yeah.
tree.
Mhm.
Right.
And when he came to whoop us for the grilling, we jumped in the, in the ice box. The hide. But back that ice box, you couldn't get out from the inside. So somebody had
You had a pound.
Oh, when it you talking about the joints that had that clicking handle. The
Yeah,
silver
the
joint.
handle that come
Yeah,
down
so it'll lock
when you
like
open
a
it.
walk-in freezer. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
now I know what you're talking about. I still damn, they was big like that. To be
Yeah,
kids and getting in
used to
them.
be-
Yep.
You take them racks out,
Damn.
Nah,
Because even them new
I
ones,
can't
you
do
ain't
that.
getting
I
a
got
whole
stuck in a
bunch.
tree before.
you got stuck in a
Aw.
tree. Did
Did
you say
you?
a tree?
Yeah, I
Like the
climbed
cat?
all the way. Yeah, I just wanted to climb up the tree. I climbed up, but I was scared to come the fuck down.
Yeah,
I
it was
was
different
high,
coming
too. I
down.
was shit. It took
Yeah.
a
Oh,
while,
no,
but I got
I just
down.
want to keep going up. I'm not
Yeah,
coming
I
back
got stuck
down.
on apartment buildings before because I climbed up, couldn't get down. My school,
On the roof?
elementary school. Yeah, climb
Yeah, I used to
up.
be on the roof too. Hmm.
But then it's
But we had
easier to get
ladders.
up than to get down, you know. But you find a way to get down eventually.
No,
But
we
I had to
used
go
to
to my elementary
climb.
school. I went through the school and opened the doors on man. The police came and everything. I was gone though. They was like somebody broke in the school the whole time. I broke out of that motherfucker. I was stuck. I didn't know how to
What's the
get
one-
out, so I went in the school and I went through it and I left out.
Oh my God.
It was
What's the
funny,
worst
man.
thing y'all ever did in school? He made me think of a question. What's the worst thing y'all ever did in school?
I don't want to answer first. Go ahead, Reese.
Yeah, definitely you. Go first.
The worst thing I ever did in school, I guess, was fight.
Damn,
Okay.
that's good.
That's not, I'm gonna bust somebody's ass, one or two people. I'm gonna do something gonna happen on altercation. I thought you was gonna say something a little deeper than that. But I'll
No.
take that.
Don't feel too deep.
Michelle,
Yeah,
what's
you
the
know-
worst thing you did in school?
Oh, okay.
The worst? I don't know. I'm trying to think. I mean, I cut
Don't
school
y'all be
once.
shying away from this question, because y'all gonna make
No,
me look bad.
I mean,
when
I
answer.
cut school once, and my 27-year-old girlfriend picked me up, and we hung out all day together.
No, he
Nah,
said
that's in school, not
Oh.
out of school.
Oh, I do things out of school. Who wants to get in trouble in school?
Was you smoking in the girls'
He was a good
room?
kid. That's
Oh,
all.
man,
He was a good
You
kid.
no
you
damn
gotta get in
good
trouble
kid.
at all.
Oh, I
Michelle's
got
a
it.
good
I
kid.
thought of it. The
What
worst
is it?
thing I did when I was in school, when I was in I believe it was the 5th grade, I was a lunchroom monitor, and I stole a little kid's chocolate Oreo cookies. And the mother
Oh,
came in the
that's
next day and
her
yelled
bad.
at me.
Oh,
my
man.
Because I ate her
Yeah,
Oreo
Michelle,
cookies.
You
you was a
stealing from
bad
the
The
children.
way you
Shit.
said that shit, you sound like you went to a Catholic school, because you definitely sound like
No, it was
somebody
public
beat
school.
your ass
It
on the
was public
Oreo.
school. It was public school.
Oh,
It was
That's
at
a
night,
okay.
I
It's like
swear.
somebody whipped your motherfucking ass for the Oreo. You said it so like nervous, like you almost looked around and said,
Yeah, I
I feel
felt
you.
so bad. I felt
feel
so.
you.
That's what a little chubby kid I was. I saw the Oreos. I was like Ariana Grande. I want them. I need them. They're
Yeah.
mine.
Yeah.
It ain't
You
bad.
couldn't do that in
You
Matthew
ain't do
Henson
nothing, picnic.
Elementary School or
You
I
ain't-
Beacon Elementary.
think the worst thing I may have done, I did used to fight almost every day from 1st to 3rd grade, but I think let this little boy fill me up in the stairwell. And like we was in the stairwell, but I didn't know it was him. You know, I had a little crush on him. I let him do it. I didn't know. I ain't know no better.
Blame the man.
I'm saying that because I didn't honestly. I was very innocent as a child. I'm gonna be honest.
Okay,
but at that time, because I was really I was like 6, and so when the little boy did that, and so after that. That's when I'm like, that felt kind of good. And that's when I remember I was telling you the story about the big bear. Yeah, maybe like a couple months later, that's when the big bear. But yeah, either just fighting or that. And then what happened when I got in high school? I basically embarrassed the teacher in front of the class, my French teacher in front of the class, because I told her she didn't know what she was talking about, and I started teaching the class.
Oh wow,
and so, but other than that, no, I didn't do too much.
Damn.
You told the teacher she didn't know what she was talking about?
Yeah, I started teaching. Wow. She said, well, if you know, then you teach. So I taught the class, and I got in trouble when I got home because she called my father.
She told you to teach, and she got mad that you did. When keeping it real goes wrong.
Yeah. What about you, Molly? What you do?
I did a lot of bad shit. I was 2 years behind.
I blinked out. Everybody was buffering. So Molly, did Molly go?
No,
he's going now.
Molly's going now.
Nah, I said our job was bad as shit. I was 2 years behind in school before I started playing sports. But the worst thing I think I did in elementary, I bought a BB gun to school and I was shooting people and they ain't know who it was. I was just hitting them on the playground. It was me and a couple other friends though.
That's not funny, but it's funny.
Yeah, we was fucking people up in the head. They was running around like, what the. One of my friends ended up getting caught. He got caught with that joint, man. And I had no idea what the hell he was talking about. I never seen that BB gun before. He got caught. He tried to say. Yeah, but I know I was getting my ass whooped. We weren't allowed to have guns
before Call of Duty.
Yeah.
So I stashed it at school. I used to keep it at school because I couldn't bring it in the house. But I ain't know. I was young. Yeah, I thought it was fun. I used to freeze them joints too. The BBs, I freeze them. Paintballs, I freeze them so they can be even hard.
They hurt.
Molly, you were bad.
Oh man. Go on.
I was shooting people and nobody knew it was you, but your friend gets caught with the gun. Come on, man.
That's a crowd full of kids.
Molly know how to be sneaky and shoot.
Right.
Trey.
What's up, Trey? What
you know, not away from it. But speaking of shooting, right? So, okay, this is actually elementary. The first thing, when I asked y'all the question, the first thing I thought about was this. So, I was having a bad day. I remember walking down the hallway, and I had this principal African lady that was just like, she was one of those staff members or whatever that would kind of like taunt kids, and whatever it was, I said something smart to her one day, and ever since she kind of been picking with me. So, I remember I got into it with my, not got into it, but you know how your parents might discipline you for something or get at you about something before you go to school, and then all day you like, oh, F the world, or I'm mad, or whatever. So I just remember that I came out of class and I was walking down the hallway. I don't know if it was like, I don't know if we were switching classes or what we was doing, but I remember I was walking down the hallway and the principal kept bothering me, and she started to taunt me and talk about me. And I think she said something about my appearance or my weight or something like that, you know, because I was a little chubby kid or whatever. So I think she was talking about my appearance and my weight. I remember I turned around. I was walking down the hallway. She was walking behind me, following me. I turned around. I looked up at her. I said, if you don't leave me alone, I'm going to get the DC sniper come and shoot your ass.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Straight up like that. I said, I'm going to get the DC sniper. And this is that era. I was that young. I said, I'm going to get the DC sniper to come and shoot your ass. She said, what did you say? I said, huh? It came out. I didn't mean to. I remember one time in high school, my principal heard me say "fuck you" and all that. I said it under my breath, but you know how somebody won't, you don't fuck you. You know, like you saying it to yourself, but he heard me.
But it was loud enough.
Was one of the main times I can think about. But I was not having a good day. You just kept taunting me. You was talking about you just follow me, bother me. And I just turned around and I looked up at her. This is probably one of the only times I actually looked up to somebody else in my lifetime. But I looked up to her. I said, if you don't leave me alone, I'm going to get the DC sniper to come shoot your ass. And then she was like, what you say? Come on, let's go to the, and then we call my mama.
Yeah, he wanted them.
Wow.
They fought.
You could have been a tourist, boy. They could have put
Hey,
your ass down for questioning. You know?
I'm trying to tell you, I was serious though. I was dead ass serious. I ain't know him. He ain't related to me. Don't think that.
Well, you was gonna find him though.
I was gonna find him to shoot her ass. Is what I was gonna do. I can't remember her name, but
Oh my gosh, thinking about the DC sniper, y'all. I was out of school.
yeah.
Then. So I was like, I think going for job interviews and stuff, and doing stuff, and I'm ducking and dodging white vans because the first minute they said it was the white vans, and then scared to get on the bus because he was going on. It was so crazy. Oh my god!
I was gonna go out for a jog, and again, I hate running. I hate exercising. And the week before I started running, but I wanted to keep doing it. And my ex-husband's like, of all the times to keep exercising, now is going to be the time. And I'm like, what is the matter? I'm like, when it's your time, it's your time at this point. And he was aggravating me. So I'm like, I'm going for my run. You're giving me agita. I'm out.
Well, I worked in the area where they was shooting, and it was right down the street. They came on our building, and we had to be locked down in our building. Couldn't go out for lunch, and then the police was looking. Somebody got shot down the street from our building. Because I was out there in the Gaithersburg, and when they hit the Home Depot out there, or that shoppers out there parking lot, that was in our area, and they was looking. Even when they did a Leisure World, went too far, that senior place, and I was like, we was like, what the hell going on? We was getting gas laying down in the seat. You get your gas, you laying all down, pumping the gas. And when you get
I sit back in the
go back in the car and wait.
We was walking zigzag, going to get gas. I felt like and pet detective, like, you know, he's doing all this. They can't get a moving target. You doing this and shit, spinning around in circles, and be like, what was you doing just to get to the gas?
I remember doing people that mess right there. Now that was some paranoia because it was actually happening. They weren't making this up in the news, and then they wasn't even a damn white van.
Nobody drive around you. Nobody want to be in front of you, behind you. It was the police.
I was 270. They had it all like that. They was checking everybody's vehicle. I said didn't go to work. It was a scary thing to see a sheriff with a gun, in the brown uniform checking the cars. And think about it was the wrong damn car. Everybody saw
right.
You panic. Oh, there you go. Oh, let me.
This nigga had a whole blue. What was that? Crown Vic. What did he have?
Yeah, I think it was it wasn't a
It was one of the.
It wasn't a Caprice or something like that. Like
it was something, but it was an old school. Yeah,
something like that.
Sierra. It looked like the old Mosmobile.
Man, I'm telling you, man.
That was
Malik said, "Peace, Empress. Peace, Emperor. Peace, Malik." He's speaking to all of us on here. But you know what? I'm telling you, if we can go back to them days,
oh my God,
we can laugh at it now. We can. No, I don't want to go back. But looking back now, the foolishness that we had. I mean, hiding behind trees, and the bus come, and you would wait to the last minute to hop on the bus and pull off. It was just so crazy.
To they call the funniest thing I seen this old white lady taking the car, haul ass in the parking lot. I'm like, who chasing her?
In her mind is the sniper.
Yeah, she was haul ass too.
I don't miss that.
She getting it with that car, and she's zigzagging. I'm like, well, she got the movement right. She's zigzagging,
Man, the level of stress.
Hey, switching this joint over real quick. I remember when I was in the 4th grade, and I felt from my school, Jefferson Houston, I felt the impact of the plane hitting the Pentagon.
Oh,
Did
wow.
on
you?
2001 on 9/11.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Wow.
was that close.
Wow.
I'm that close to Arlington, DC. You know, being in Alexandria. Where were y'all in 2001 on 9/11?
I was
That
sitting. Go ahead, Reese.
Yeah,
no. You tell yours because go ahead. You were sitting where?
I was sitting in auto body class
Oh wow.
with one of my classmates, and me and him. It was myself and this white guy. We became really close friends because his behind was just as goofy as I was, and he
Yeah.
was a senior. Was he a senior? He might have been a senior. I was a junior, and he was. I'm sorry. I don't remember, 10th grade, 11th grade, one of them. And so I was sitting in class, and next thing you know, people started calling their kids, calling for them kids, and me and him, the only two left in class. I said,
Yeah.
look, I already know my parents ain't coming to get me. They don't give a shit. And left my ass in the He said, mine either. We sat in that class until it was time for us to switch classes. That was a 4-period class.
Yeah.
And I just sat there. We were watching the news. It was so shocking. I was sitting in class. It was crazy.
Yeah. It was crazy.
And I was afraid because, well, number one, y'all remember the bell, the typical TV class changing bell that they would use as really a fire alarm, like that really loud ringing.
Yeah.
I heard that for the first time in my life. So it made me like,
it was so scary.
happened,
Yeah.
all the teachers knew already to grab the kids up and rush all the kids aside. And it was so chaotic. The teachers inside were already lining up book bags. They already knew what to do. And it was the craziest thing that I remember. I thought that it was, me being a child, not knowing DC versus New York. I just remember my mom working for like the FAA and certain tall buildings and stuff. So I'm thinking that was DC, and not knowing that that the Pentagon was in Arlington, which is pretty much DC. You know, I didn't know that, but that was crazy. What about you?
I was working in a private school. Reese, do you want to? I was actually working. Do you want to go first out there? You want me to go?
No, you go ahead.
I was working at a private school. I was the head. I was the assistant to the head of the school. And now we didn't know what was going on. Kids were getting dropped off. You know, like kids were already there. Stuff was happening. School was going on. Another administrator was coming into work, and she called me and she's like, "Are you listening to Elliot?" I'm like, "What?" Like on
Elliot in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, "What are you talking about?" No. She's like, "Something's going on in New York. Have you heard?" And I'm like, "I don't know." She's like, "Go talk to the librarian. Tell her to turn on the TV and go get out the head of the school and let's see what's going on." So when we saw what was going on, we made the head of the school made an administrative decision. All TV stay off. Teachers do not talk about anything that is happening. If they need to talk, they get somebody else to stay with the children, come out of the classroom, and we'll talk about it. I was in Fairfax. It was a private school. Majority of our parents work for the Pentagon. I didn't have children.
Wow.
Right. Yeah. We had parents that were down at the Pentagon that were getting locked down and couldn't get out to come and get their kids.
Oh,
Now, we had a retirement community next door to us. So here I am going. And again, my entire family is on Staten Island. My father was supposed to go to the World Trade Center that morning to go get his wife. He missed his train. I don't know who the hell's watching over him. Exactly. Yeah. But he got to work and he got trapped in the city. And he got moved from, they didn't know what was going on. My mother couldn't get a hold of him. My mother and sister are watching from Staten Island, because they're right down on St. George, right down there on Richmond Terrace, I think it is.
Yeah.
And they're watching it all happen. They're watching the buildings come down. My mother is freaking out because she can't get a hold of my father. I can't get a hold of any of my family because I'm down here in Virginia, so I don't know what the hell is going on. You know, I had a neighbor who was who was an investment. He was a banker. He saw people jumping out in front of him from the buildings.
Oh, wow.
He retired and is just not the same. I had a friend. I can't tell you for how many friends from high school that were firefighters that we lost.
Yeah.
You know, and again, I was down here. I was lucky. I counted that as, for me, again, it's going to sound crazy, but I was here. And the only thing I had to do was stay until 9:00 to make sure all the kids got picked up that night from the school. You know, and it was a day that I don't think I'll ever forget, or anyone will forget. And again, this is me speaking as a New Yorker. as a New Yorker, I can see why the city is just still like we're trying to come back they're trying to come back together. Because I told you when I went up there it was great. The West Village was great. People were back and doing things, but that tore out a lot of people's hearts because a lot of people in New York were New York City cops and firefighters.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there was no way for me not to know somebody who was affected.
Yeah, I feel that. I know my aunt's lady she used to go to church with decided to actually have a little off day and a self-care day. And she decided to go get her nails done and stuff like that. Her office was the impact zone.
Oh, God.
She doesn't take off. She doesn't call out. She's not just like my aunt. She don't call off. She's always at work. She decided, you know what? I'm tired today. Let me go do something for myself, get my hair done, get my nails done. She in the nail place, hearing about her office being blown up, seeing a hole where her office was at. So trust me, I know a few people in the mix that have something to do with that too. What about you, Reese? What about you, Love?
Well, that was the year that I turned 30. So I was celebrating my birthday weekend. That was the first time I went to Atlantic City. And my boyfriend at the time, Nick, I was working Walpole for Neighborson. And I was so tired and sick. I said, I can't go to work. I'm too tired that day. And I called off. And he said, baby, look, it's a good thing you did call off. Look what happened. I was like, that's fake. And then we saw the second plane hit it. And it was like, oh, shit. It was so, and then when the Pentagon, but the most thing that I felt when that plane went down from Lakey Elementary School, and that's where my Aunt Dolly worked. My grandmother's sister was working up at Lakey, I don't know how to say it. And she was supposed to go with them kids to accompany them kids. But she didn't want to do the trip. So somebody else took her place, another chaperone. And they lost people from that school, and we felt the jets. I'm laying in my bed, and I could feel the jets leaving Andrews Air Force Base. It shook our windows.
Yeah,
that was the sonic boom. We heard the sonic boom. Oh, Michelle, it's a good thing you wasn't living where you live because you really would have heard the sonic because we were close. Me and Michelle were close to Andrews. We heard that jump, and it shook all of my windows, and I thought we was having an earthquake. Do y'all remember the earthquake that we did have?
Yeah.
The one that was probably like maybe 12, 13 years ago.
Yeah.
I was outside in the car.
Was it 2009? Because I think I just had, was it 2009?
No, it was a little bit further than that, I think.
It was a little bit further. It was at least 12 years ago.
My older two were in elementary school at that time. So
that was devastating itself. We thought we was in my aunt's house, my grandmother, my cousin. We would go over there every day just to do our little daily luncheon once a week or a couple times a week. We're sitting there and we thought a train jumped the track and was coming through her house. We all hauled ass out that house. We was like, oh my gosh, you never seen them two old ladies roll. They beat us out. They said, oh shit. And we was looking around. My aunt and my grandma was out there. And we was like, what the hell?
Yeah.
And we ran out too. We thought a train jumped the track and was coming through her house. We was scared.
Wow.
Everybody came out there in the middle of the street. Car alarms was going off. And it was a scary thing.
It was weird.
Perfect time for the sound effect to come in with the
timing out there.
Molly, you doing that, Molly?
Doing what?
It's somebody's real life environment. I'm saying it's funny that it happened at the same time.
Yeah, that's Southeast, baby. That's them out. They just rolled past.
August 23rd, 2011 was when the earthquake happened here.
Oh, 2011.
Yeah, because it was a day. Right. It was a day after my birthday, so that's why I said my kids were elementary school.
I was getting ready to turn 40. Why is every bad shit happening when I'm about to turn a new...
On a certain year, a certain block.
I was about to turn 40. This happened. This is wild.
I don't really remember nothing about it. I was just because I was in the car, so I feel like that shit would have honestly gave me PTSD. Because if this whole house shake for any fucking reason, I think I'm gonna never want to be back in the house. I feel like that would have really messed me up. But I was just in a car, and I just noticed. I thought that my grandmother. I was with my grandmother. We was going to, I think, go to IHOP or something together. And I just remember that the car was walking. I was looking out the window, just sitting at the light, paying attention to what was going on out there, looking at people at the bus stop. And I just remember I felt the car going on like this, and I'm like, "Damn, you tapping the gas? Or you revving the engine?" So I looked at her, and she snapped her head, and she looked at me. And I looked around. I said, "Look at them cars! All the cars going like this
Crazy.
on the road."
You thought she was tapping the gas?
And everybody looking around holding their steering wheel. I'm glad I was not in the house because I would not want to feel this house rumbling like that. But yeah, I was in the house, so I was in the car, so I didn't have to worry about that.
I was at work.
Yeah,
I was at
too.
work again up in Tyson's Corner around that time, and they were doing construction. Yeah. Okay,
I hate Tyson.
Right.
They always working on something.
We didn't think it was anything. My coworker, this woman was her name, Teresa Woods, I think. Teresa Woods. There's been Woods in my life for a long time out there. But my coworker's from California.
That was?
No, she's a wonderful woman.
You for my name.
Yeah, my coworker, she's from California. So she knew what it was. And it took her like a few seconds, but she looks around, it's like, "Oh my God, you guys, this is an earthquake. Everyone get in the doorway." Our boss comes running out and she's like, "Do we get under a table?" Wow. No, get in the doorway.
Shit, my dumb ass would have run right under the desk. I wouldn't have known, to be honest. I would have
told us as kids to go under the desk.
Because they was metal. See, that's the thing too. So you ain't worried about it snapping because of weight. You knew that it was going to stay up. Like the teacher's desk, that big hard ass desk, you knew that it was going to, So yeah, I didn't know about the doorway. I'm glad somebody said that because I would have ran into.
They actually taught us that in elementary school when we was coming up.
Yeah,
I grew up in the Reagan era, and they was doing that's when they had nuclear bombs, and they said if something ever happens, the bomb, the mushroom cloud, this is what you do. And we had to actually do a training. We had to do drills.
Yeah, you had to do drills, fire drills, bomb drills.
Yeah, fallout. That's exactly.
Oh wow, nuclear fallout.
Get up under the damn desk. We're like, why we got to get up under?
That's something that I hope I never see, especially on this soil. But that's something that I hope I never see because I'm one of those people who I like watching facts about how bombs work and how Hiroshima, how. How it's a mushroom cloud, then the wave comes, the shock wave, then the heat comes and all that. So I was watching a little documentary about it was men in the military that retired, but it was talking about the health effects that them being around that testing had on them. So men becoming what is it? I think it's called sterile when you can't you can't produce children, you can't, so they was talking about some of them going blind. And they said that the light was so bright that if you had your hands in front of your face, you could see your bones through your hands.
That's disgusting.
That is that, So that's one thing I hope I never see or witness or whatever, like a nuclear fallout, because I wouldn't know what the hell to do. I ain't got no bunker. I don't know nothing underground.
We'd be dead from the fumes. Could you imagine?
Why do you even gotta talk about these things? Let's not encourage these men. Molly, do something.
I don't think awareness encourages anything because we're not saying, "Lord, drop a bomb." We saying, you know what I mean. So it's a real thing because it's something that we gotta be worried about because it really is. If you watch the news,
it happens. It happens in the East.
It's a problem right now, like a current problem that we have actually. So on a Monday Madness, even though that's not our subject matter. I ain't think that I ain't wishing nothing because trust me, I'm trying to live just like y'all trying to live. So I ain't trying to bring that to the I evaporate or some shit. I ain't gonna never come back from that. But
we got to remember the earth is alive. A lot of people don't know that it breathe in and out. So if your stomach hurt, it's something you ate. So when we get earthquakes, we gotta understand this an effect from something we doing. When we be digging and all that shit for oil, we affecting the earth. So that them rocks hold energy. When they break a rock, it releases all of this energy and cause the ground to shake. So depending on how many rocks and how big the rock is, depending on how big the earthquake gonna be. But if we just leave the fucking rocks and ground alone, we won't have to deal with it.
But they can't because they underwater now and the sea fracking. hitting, trying to get oil. That's what they call fracking, hitting it, bam, trying to dig into the earth crust and mantle. And if you standing up right here and I get hit right here, this gonna fall. That's the same thing with the earth. It closes in on itself. They digging and digging. They don't think what they digging is blowing up.
As smart as they
are,
are,
people's cars falling just 20 feet down.
Yeah.
Shit.
See you later.
Because they won't leave things alone.
That's what exactly.
They so smart, they dumb. They not even thinking.
Amen.
Too much.
They're so smart, they're dumb. I love that saying. I might get that tattoo. That might be my next tattoo. Thank you, Phoenix, for the inspiration. They are so smart, they're dumb.
I don't know. It ain't too many people digging. We allowed it because they so-called scientists. We be like, well, they know, but no, the fuck they don't. They need not to dig. You know, they'll show you a fake 3D image because I know how to make these things of the earth and say, this is the earth core. This is what you never been to the center of the earth. So how the fuck you know what it look like? Or what's the center if you never been to it?
Exactly.
You know, so but they can make diagrams and
theory.
They digging for oil.
Yeah,
they in the ocean. They in the bottom of the ocean hitting. They fracking them. They digging for oil. They trying to dig.
They're gonna dig and find a new galaxy in that ass. They're gonna suck their ass down and down. They better leave stuff alone.
It's gonna be mold.
Speaking of that, I got a question because I was just thinking about that. Okay, so do y'all? I believe that the hollow earth theory is a thing. I believe that people used to live that way beforehand. I don't know if anybody does all that now. But have y'all ever heard of the hollow earth theory?
Yeah, hollow earth, flat earth, all that shit.
All
that make more sense than the round earth. You know, all that make more sense than the round earth. And the Bible supported more than the round earth. The round earth only supported by a theory, and that's Einstein theory. So yeah, I believe all the older maps and stuff before that. Like I would believe the earth was flat before it was round, but I don't know. But I just know that what they giving it is because it's based off of theory. Anybody can have a theory. I got one of my own, you know. So it's just like I can't go with it. But I like Hollow Earth. I like it. It's in a lot of the movies. King Kong, Godzilla. You see it all the time. So they throwing hints at it, you know. But I think it's possible.
A lot. Yeah.
I think it's definitely something because now they're saying that there is aliens. Before you would say I see something. They would say you're crazy. Now they're telling us, okay, there is aliens. And also on the other side, like Molly said, I believe there's something on the other side of that ice. Where they say, can't nobody go over there, can't nobody. It'd probably be a whole new world over there. That's probably where the hollow earth is. That's probably all that stuff. And who knows? They could be trying to get away to go around to get to that part. You know what I mean? Because they drilling in the earth. They're trying to get, instead of flying over,
you're trying to go under.
Maybe they're trying to go under it. I don't trust, I got me doing some of everything. They used to say you dig on this out all the way through, you come out in China. Y'all used to remember that?
Got old maps like that. They really had old maps that you can go through certain caves and end up in Africa, like literally from here. So it's easy to say it's hard to believe because they make it seem that way, but a lot of things possibly can be true, but it is based off some my theory. I see James said he heard about hollow earth theory, but he don't believe it's up to the individual. And I think so as well, but I don't know, y'all.
What was hollow earth theory?
See, hollow earth, it's supported too.
Within it, right?
Yeah, we support it because China just found the whole
ecosystem.
Yes, China just found the whole ecosystem. So that's
I believe that. Look at the stalactites. Look at Luray Caverns.
I love
that. People and things that live down there, and it was like, oh, look at these caverns.
I'm talking real life. I'm talking real life.
But we talking about like trees and water, like rivers, trees,
under the ground. It's a whole nother world under there. And this film, you can go online and look, but that support hollow earth. Everything that support the round ball, you don't see it. You don't see it. It's just fake. But when you see things like hollow earth, and then you see things in real life that support hollow earth, it's like, how can you just throw a blind eye at it? Just because the science lied to you and said it was something else. So I don't know. It's still a theory though.
Yeah.
Now with the like flat earth theory, I believe, see what it is our land itself is flat. Our atmosphere is what the round part about the earth is. I think our shit is flat in the middle, and we have below, just like as in obviously if you walk off the end of a beach and you take a submarine down, you got a whole bunch of you got a whole while before you get down to the bottom. I think we have flat Earth.
Still never got to the bottom of the ocean.
And then we still don't even know what's down there. We still haven't discovered it all. I think people should leave things open. You don't have to be like, oh yeah, because I don't think the Earth itself it's not a flat plate, necessarily with an edge hanging off.
Yeah.
But I think it's in a certain area, and then you have the atmosphere down and below, because in the Bible says,
what's above?
I think that our atmosphere is what's the round part is. You have like the ionosphere and different layers to it. That's what I think. I don't see myself being in a certain country and I'm standing on my side or I'm standing upside down because I'm in. That don't make sense. That's not.
We spending all day. We going all day.
But you don't feel nothing.
People retire.
I don't know. Food for thought.
The earth stood still. It's four corners. The Bible supports flat earth.
Yeah,
but then people go to church like hallelujah. How you can't
hallelujah?
You got me.
I don't know.
If I want some, I'ma go get
Reese, wake up.
I'm just listening. I'm learning. I'm learning some stuff today. I'm so glad you guys tuned in to our Memorial Day edition of the Morning Mac Show for 2023. Y'all eat a burnt glizzy for me.
Shout out to my glizzy gobblers on Monday.
Glizzy gobblers.
Turkey gobblers out here,
glizzies, right? Glizzy. Don't just work on that grill.
Don't get you just eating all those glizzies.
That's what I do.
Real quick, I want to give a shout out to Miss Misha Merritt, though, as one of the sponsors that we do have in the future. I hope that more comes to the show. That's what I was trying to say. I'm sorry. One of the sponsors, one sponsor that we do have, but I was trying to speak into the future and say that I would like to welcome some more sponsors. So however we can do that is what I want the mission to be about. And I think that would be a dope thing to expand and grow. But I appreciate everybody that watches, everybody that comments, especially James. James, Malik, NYC Playboy, DJ Slicky Woo Boo, Alan, Chicken, like everybody that comments on the content, we appreciate that. So that helps it grow and it helps it stay entertaining for us and for you.
Kim, we know our regulars. You can't forget our boy that we keep saying come on the show.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry, Mr. Boy.
What's our boy name? He was on here today. Malik.
Oh, Malik, yeah.
Malik. We got our regulars. Yeah, Kenny, we can't forget. I thank and love all of you guys. What do you think? You want to say something?
Today is Memorial Day, but again, like I say all the time, treat every day like it's Friday and you'll never have a bad day.
Freaky Friday, yeah, y'all. Hey.
And it doesn't have to be freaky. It's just treat it like it's
I want my Friday.
Right. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Well, we'll be back on here tomorrow, same time as always, 10:30 to 11:30. Michelle, you got anything for them before we go?
Have a nice day, everyone. Take some time to rest, reflect, and just be great today.
All right. Peace.